Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for today's game. Can I take a look at that for just a few moments? As we've got the Missoula Mavericks taking on Walla Walla out of Washington for the third game of the tournament. So 2 away so far, and now it's the Mavericks, the host team, and Walla Walla to play. We've got some clear skies on the radar, so we'll probably get this one in 7 innings. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for the Bears. Leading things off will be Kyler Tyner. He's in left field. Taylor Hamada is the center fielder, batting second. Batting third is Kyron Morris, the shortstop. Kobe Morris is the third baseman, batting fourth. The first baseman, Caleb Efen, will bat in the number 5 spot. Elliot Marks is the catcher. He's batting sixth. Batting seventh is Matt McKenzie, the right fielder. The designated hitter, Heston Richmond, will bat eighth, and rounding it out, it's Josh Bergevin, the second baseman. It'll be Brody Woods on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Bears. For the Mavericks, leading off will be the pitcher, Brendan Hill. Dane Frazier will bat second. He's the right fielder. Trad Richardson, the left fielder, will bat third. Batting fourth is Stuart Long at shortstop. Bridger Johnson's in center field, batting fifth. Drew Stensrud, the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Zach Hengis, the first baseman. Andrew Clausen, the catcher, in the A spot, and Dayton Bay at second. First pitch is thrown out at 7:30 p.m. We've got a game time temp of 57 degrees with a 13-mile-an-hour wind. And a foul ball will hop out just right outside the window here to take us to 0-2 on the count. So Brendan Hill getting the call, and this pitch inside for ball one. Hill would get the call in Lewiston last weekend to start the tournament and got the ball rolling for the Mavericks, if you will, with the win. 1 out of the gate as we go even now at 2 apiece. 2-2 to the leadoff batter, Kyler Tyner. Here's a check swing, and they're going to say he went. And the first out will be off of a strike. So we go to Taylor Hamada, the center fielder now, with 1 out and nobody on. The Mavericks finished up a doubleheader sweep in Helena on Tuesday to improve to 6-1 on the conference record, as the first pitch is dropped in for ball one to Hamada. Pitch on the way and swung on. This one's got a high reach into center field. Johnson's there shallow with the catch, and it's 2 away.
Number 13, Kyron Morris.
Takes us to Kyron Morris of Walla Walla. Morris, the shortstop. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the number 3 spot batter settling in, the left-hander Morris. So Friday there will be 4 games on the schedule as we come in for strike one. And we've got Klein Voorhees behind the plate with Ray Bedwell in the field. That's our officials as we come in with ball one. So you'll have to bear with me as Voorhees has a delay in his strike call. Hill delivers. This one swung into right field down the first base line. Frazier will chase it to the wall. Runner grabs a gear as he comes around first. to second as the throw is made, and there's a double for the Bears.
First baseman number 9, Kobe Morris.
As Kobe Morris comes to the plate with 2 outs. So Morris in right is the third baseman. And settling in is Morris. Hill with the stretch and set. Pitch on the way. And a swing into right field. Frazier will run up on it, and on the dive cannot get to it. Runner will score from second as the ball drops, and the Bears jump on the board first to make it 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
First baseman number 21, Caleb Epan.
We go to Caleb Epan now. So 1 out, or 2 outs, 1 on, and 1 run earned as Hill will deliver ball 1 to Epan. Hill with the stretch and set. And a foul ball will bring up strike 1, even on the count at 1 apiece for Epan. So Brendan Hill here's the stretch and pitch by Hill. Swung on. This is going to be a roller. Bay will pick it up in the dirt. The throw, no, Bay will not make the throw, and the runner will reach off the error.
The catcher number 10, Elliot Mark.
So we go to Elliot Marks with runners on the corners and 2 outs for the Bears. So we've got Elliot Marks now settling in. Runners on the corners and 2 outs for the Bears as they're going to work. Here's the pitch. And it's over the plate for strike 1. The stretch and set by Hill. Runner jumping. Here's the roll. Stuart Long will have the throw to, no, he'll hop it to second, and the fielder's choice will end the side. 1 runner and 2 left behind, and it's the Bears on top, 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball tournaments.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the first inning with Walla Walla leading the Missoula Mavericks 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hello everyone, Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field as we have our third and final game of the day for the 2019 Maverick Memorial Tournament. It would be Centralia to open up with a win. They would take down Central Washington 11-6, and then the Lewis and Clark Twins would come in and take on Centralia, and the Twins would get the win 8-6. So Centralia 1-1 on the tournament. And the Twins 1-0. Mavericks and Bears looking to join the club on the winning side. On the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, it's Brody Woods for the Bears as Brendan Hill gets ready to swing for the Mavericks. So it'll be Hill, Frazier, and Richardson to lead off the game.
In his 29th year, Brett Hathaway. And leading off for the Mavericks, the pitcher, number 3, Brendan Hill.
So Hill settles in. First at bat of the game. We've got, like I said, a steady wind coming. 13 miles an hour. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be inside for ball 1. Klein Voorhees, our umpire behind the plate, with Ray Bidwell in the field. Here's the 1-0, and we'll build to 2-0. Here's the pitch by Woods, and Hill will let it slide by, and we'll get strike 1. So 2-1 on the count to Hill. Here's the pitch by Woods. Swung on, and a line drive. The second baseman can't keep it in the glove, and Hill will reach. So it'll be a base hit for Hill to reach as Dane Frazier comes to the plate for the Mavericks. So Hill at first, no outs, and Frazier. The Mavericks are wearing their bright white brand new shoes. Boys were given their shoes for a reward after great play in Helena with a sweep. Hill and Frazier rips one into center field. Hill on the gears will come around the corner and slides into third ahead of the ball. Frazier's got to jump back to first. The tag, and they'll punch Frazier out at first as he got too far of a lead. Hill stands at third, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 13, Brad Richardson.
So with one out, we come to Trad Richardson, the left fielder. Hill at third. Here's the pitch by Woods, and Frazier will take a slice for strike 1. The stretch and set by Woods. Pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball 1. Even on the count to Richardson. So the Mavericks coming off of a sweep of Helena on a doubleheader on Tuesday night after winning the Dwight Church tournament. This one's into right field. Right fielder was pulled over. He'll put it in the glove. Hill tags at third as the throw is made, and Brendan Hill will tie the game up at 1 off the sac fly.
Shortstop, number 2, Stuart Long.
So we go to Stuart Long now for the Mavericks, the shortstop. 2 outs, nobody on as the bases were cleared off the sac fly. Hill coming home to earn the first run for the Mavericks. And a pitch over the plate to Long will be strike 1. Stuart Long settling into that shortstop position. And that one comes tight for ball 1 to make it an even count at 1 apiece. But Stuart Long, with injuries and players out, he's been put into that shortstop position as this one will bounce in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 on the count to Long. Nobody on, 2 outs. Bridger Johnson in the on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and we'll be at strike 2. 2-2 on the count. Bottom of the first inning, tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Woods with the stretch and set. And a roller will get past the third baseman, and Stuart Long will find himself loaded up on the bases with 2 outs as we come to Bridger Johnson.
Bridger Johnson.
Johnson looks down the third base line. Brent Hathaway, the manager for the Mavericks, with the call. 29 years he's been at the helm here of the Mavericks. 29 years involved, 28 years as the manager. Here's Johnson, waits for his first pitch from Woods. And it's upstairs for ball 1. 2 outs, Stuart Long at first. A 1-0 to Johnson. Here's Woods with the delivery. And we'll have ball 2. So with Johnson at the plate, that puts Drew Stensrud in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 2 outs and Long at first. And that pitch will slide over the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. 2-1 on the count. Good group of fans out tonight despite the chilly weather on a June Thursday night, and Johnson will swing for strike 2. 2-2 on the count, 2 outs. Woods now with the nod and the stretch and set. And there's a strikeout to end the side. 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and we go to the top of the second, tied at 2. You're watching Mavericks baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we hop to the top of the second inning. Mavericks and Bears tied at 1. It's Brendan Hill climbing up on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks, and Matt McKenzie to lead off the inning. First pitch is in, and it's ball 1. So for your Mavericks, it's Stensrud at third, Long at short, Bay at second, and Angus holding down first with Clausen behind the plate. And a pitch over the plate will bring up strike 1, even count at 1. We want to take a moment and say hello to all the Walla Walla fans that have tuned in for this one, as this one's golfed into center field. Johnson comes up, wraps the glove around it, and we'll have 1 out here.
Designated hitter number 22, Heston Richmond.
So we come to Heston Richmond, the designated hitter, number 8 spot batter for Walla Walla. Want to say hello to all the Maverick faithful fans that are watching the game tonight as well. Here's Hill with the pitch, and he'll slide it over the plate for strike 1. 0-1, 1 out, nobody on. And a pitch upstairs will bring us ball 1 by Hill. So Brendan Hill, he's a 5'10", 175-pound right-hander for the Mavericks, graduate of Sentinel High School, as this one's punched high, shallow, as Long is calling for it. He's got it in the glove, and there's 2 away.
Second baseman, number 12.
Brings us to the bottom of the order for the Bears as Josh Bergevin will settle in. And the first pitch will be over the plate for strike one. As you can tell on the mic, we've got a breeze here. This one's rolled out, but tacked by Stensrud. The throw to first. Hanga sticks the bag, and that is 1-2-3 for the Bears. We'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at world views. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning, tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field for the Mavericks versus the Walla Walla Bears for the third game of the first day of the 2019 Maverick Memorial Tournament. Leading off for the Mavericks will be the number 6 spot batter. That's Drew Stensrud, the third baseman. So 6, 7, 8, Stensrud, Hangus, and Clausen on the schedule. And Stensrud will settle in. It's Brody Woods for his second inning of duty on the 5 Valley Auto Pitchers Mound. The first pitch of the inning is on its way, and that one's tight across the belly for ball 1 to Stensrud. Here's the pitch, check swing, and Voorhees will say down the line, and Bidwell will say it is ball 2. 2-0 on the count to Stensrud. And a shot off the bat into the glove. Infield fly will be the first out of the inning for the Mavericks.
The first baseman, number 11, Zach Hangus.
Takes us to the first baseman, Zach Hangus. Hango, as he's called. He's got a couple other other nicknames, but we'll leave those for off-air. Here's the first pitch to Hangus. And he'll swing, does have contact, but regardless, it's strike 1. So Hangus holding down first today. And a swing, another foul ball back into Hangus. Brings up strike 2. So Hangus will let it go by and brings up ball 1. 1 and 2 on the count to Hangus. 1 out. Nobody on as Clausen's in the on-deck circle. Woods will deliver, check swing, and Hangus will be struck out for the second out of the inning. We go to Andrew Clausen, number 14, the catcher, who's in the number 8 spot batting tonight. Here's Woods with the first pitch to Clausen, and Clausen will take a swing for strike 1. Clausen settling back in. Here's the pitch, and a swing will bring up strike 2. So the Mavericks aggressive at the plate.
Let's go, Andrew.
Here's the pitch. And a swing, and it's a strikeout to end the side. So we'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the top of the third inning, tied at 1 apiece on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, with Kyler Tyner, the top of the order, to lead things off. Brendan Hill stands on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks.
Number 7, Kyler Tyner.
So Tyner will settle in with Hill standing on the rubber. Here's the pitch. And bunt laid down. Hill races up, picks it up. The throw to first will be ahead of the runner, and Hangus will stick the bag. That's one away. One pitch, one out. So Hamada settles in. And the first pitch to Taylor Hamada will be over the plate for strike one. Foul ball will bring up strike two to Hamada. Hamada with a fly ball, his first at bat. Here's Hill with the pitch, and this one's going to go into right field. Hangus is going to chase it down as it is foul, and Hangus wraps the glove around it, and there's two away.
Number 13, Kyron Morris.
So that takes us to Kyron Morris with 2 outs and nobody on. Tie game at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. As Morris settles in, Morris doubled his first at bat. Here's Hill with the delivery, and it's over the plate for strike one. So each team knocking a run on, as this one's going to go way foul for strike two. In that opening inning, each team striking blood, knocking a run up on the board. Here's, and Hill. Time is called just as Hill was getting ready to deliver. Now we'll get the pitch at 0-2, and it's, just outside for ball one. 1-2. This one smacked, and Bay will go to the ground. He looks for it. The throw to first will not be in time. And the runner will get on. Great job by Bay, though, to keep that in front of him. And with 2 outs, the Bears will have a runner at first. Brings up the third baseman, Kobe Morris, with 2 outs and a runner on. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball. This one might be in play. Frazier on the bike, riding out to get to it. He'll dive, but not able to be there. And it'll be foul ball for strike one. So 1 on, 2 outs, and an 0-1. Hill with a comment to Bidwell as he steps back onto the rubber. Here's the stretch and set. And this one is into the gap. Johnson's going to try to get there, but it'll get past Johnson. It is going to roll to the wall. They'll wave the runner around as Johnson picks it up at the wall. And standing up is Morris. Run earned for the Bears off the double.
Number 21, Caleb Ethan.
Takes us to Caleb Ethan with 2 outs and a runner at second. Here's Hill with the pitch now. And it'll be in the dirt for ball 1. Clausen blocks it in front of himself. For Ethan, he reached off an error his first at bat. Here's the pitch and a swing. This one's going to be foul down the first base line. And we'll be even at 1 on the count. Here's the stretch. Hill now waits for the call. Gets it from Clausen in the stretch and set. Here's the 1-1. And that'll be over the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count to Ethan. Puts Elliot Marks in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and 1 on. Here's Hill with the 1-2. And a foul ball will hop up over the netting. We stay at 1-2. Maverick Memorial Tournament 2019, where they honor Mavs that are no longer with us. Here's the 1-2 by Hill, and it has contact. They're going to say strike 3, and that is the side. So 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and it's 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. The lights have been turned on as we get set for an evening game between the Walla Walla Bears and the Missoula Mavericks. Walla Walla on top on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, 2-1 over the Mavericks. At the bottom of the third inning, it is Dayton Bay to lead off. Bay at second. So 9-1-2 on
second baseman number 1, Dayton Bay.
The order. So Bay settles in with Brody Woods on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. And a bunt laid down by Bay will go foul for strike one. Bay coming back from football camp for the Sentinel Spartans. He's actually trying to work his way into that quarterback position now that the Sentinel quarterback has graduated and moved on. Big moves there at Sentinel. Here's a foul ball back into the netting to bring up strike two. So with Bay at the plate, it puts the top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Bay lifts this one shallow into center field. Center fielder comes up, puts it in the glove, and that's one away.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
Takes us to the top of the order to Brendan Hill. With one out and nobody on. Woods now with the stretch and set. Pitch on the way. And it's upstairs for a ball. 1-0. Hill singled his first at-bat. Here's the 1-0. And Hill sends this one foul to bring up strike one. So more games going on tomorrow starting at 12 as Hill rolls this one out. Shortstop in the glove. The throw to first on the sidearm is ahead of Hill, and that will be out number 2.
Number 7, Dane Frazier.
Brings up the hot bat of Dane Frazier with 2 outs. Frazier, the one of 3 Mavericks in the in the home run club for the Mavericks. Frazier's got 2. Richardson 1, and Hill with an in-the-park home run, as Woods will deliver over the plate for strike one to Frazier. Now, Frazier would get on, but overextended himself and was thrown out as this one comes in for ball one. Here's the 1-1. Back outside, and we'll have ball 2 to Frazier. Two and 1. Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's Woods with the delivery, and we're upstairs for ball 3. And Frazier would actually get to meet some of his collegiate teammates over the weekend at the Lewis and Clark tournament, as some of the boys from the Seattle Mercedes-Benz players will be playing with Frazier next year, as this was punched high up over our heads. And the foul ball will bring us to a full count. So kind of cool for Frazier to meet some of those guys before the season started, and I'm sure with his play he gained some respect over the weekend from those guys. He's got a very hot bat and very intelligent defensive player, and Frazier gets walked to put a runner at first for the Mavericks with 1 out. Takes us to the left fielder, Trad Richardson, with 2 outs and Frazier at first. And this is the first game today we have not had a team with a green jersey on. Centralia, Central Washington, and Lewis and Clark all have green as their main colors as time is called. Frazier at first. Here's the first pitch of the inning to Richardson. And time is called once again before the pitch is thrown. So Richardson and Woods with a little stare down here. Now Woods will have the stretch and set. Here's the pitch. And Richardson, it'll be inside for ball 1. So Friday's games, as we will have 4, will feature Centralia against Walla Walla at 12 o'clock. Central Washington will take on Walla Walla at the 2:30 game, as this one's dribbled into left field, and the Mavericks will have runners at first and second. Brings up Stuart Long for the Mavericks with 2 outs. So a 12 o'clock game on Friday with Centralia and Walla Walla. 2:30 game will be Central Washington and Walla Walla. The 5 o'clock game is Central Washington and the Twins of Lewis and Clark. And the nightcap, Mavericks at 7:30 against the Twins. Here's the pitch by Woods, and this one will be delivered on the outside of the plate for strike 1. So that's our schedule for tomorrow. (12, 2:30, 5, and 7:30 for the games tomorrow. And time is called as Long will step out 0-1 on the count to the shortstop. Bottom of the third. Bears lead 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And it's low for ball 1. So 1-1 on the count to Long. Long singled his first at bat. Frazier at second. Richardson at first. Here's Woods with the stretch and set. And we get ball 2. Nope, they're going to say that is strike 2.
Get over on that side of the plate, Blue.
Here's the stretch and set by Woods. And this one's inside to even the count at 2 apiece. 2 outs, runners at first and second, bottom of the third. Woods getting the pitch from Marks. Now the stretch and set. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and Long will be struck out to finish the side. It'll stay 2-1 with runners left behind, top of the fourth, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City!
Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field. Top of the fourth inning, where the Walla Walla Bears lead the Missoula Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It's Brendan Hill on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 4th inning of duty, as Elliot Marks, the catcher, will lead things off. 6, 7, 8 batters scheduled on the inning for Walla Walla. So Marks 0 for 1, a ground out to start his plate appearances. Brendan Hill steps up onto the rubber. Hill, a right-handed graduate of Sentinel High School. He's a utility player, as he'll deliver strike 1. He's the kind of guy you can plug him in just about anywhere on the field and he'll excel. Pitcher, shortstop, center field, as this one delivers outside for ball 1. This will be Hill's second year with the Mavs AA level. He played one season at the A level before coming on to the AA. As this one's lifted high into the gap, Frazier riding out there, and it's going to drop in front of Frazier all the way to the wall. The runner around the bases to second as a throw is made, and it's a double to start for the Bears. Takes us to Matt McKenzie for the second time tonight with one on and no outs. Marks at second as McKenzie settles in. McKenzie a line drive out as he'll have a check swing for strike one. The stretch and set. And a swing. This one's into left field, and Frazier. This one's going to hop over Richardson's head and go to the wall. The runner from second is trotting his way home as Richardson will have the throw, and that'll be a double. Back-to-back doubles for Walla Walla. Single in air. A double? Okay. Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure. Getting the official score from the official scorers here as Heston Richmond comes to the plate. And it's 3-1 Walla Walla as this one swung on foul. And we'll have strike one. So Richmond 0 for 1. He had to fly out his first at-bat. It's Matt McKenzie at second for the Bears. There's no outs on the board here in the top of the fourth. Hill checks the runner at second. Now the pitch. And this one's golfed into left field. Richardson's going to have to chase it down. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Runner at second's around the corner at third, and Richmond will swap spots with McKenzie on the double. And the Bears lead 4-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with no outs. So we come to Josh Bergevin. Hathaway letting Hill deal. Here's the pitch, and this one's a roller past Hangus. It's going to kiss that first base line as Frazier will come up. Runner from second is around the corner, and it's a run earned for Walla Walla. No outs on the board. And that takes us to Tyler Tyner. And Hill wants a new baseball. So Voorhees will oblige. Klein Voorhees, our plate umpire, with Ray Bidwell in the field. 5-1 Walla Walla on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Still looking for the first out are the Mavericks. Hill now with the stretch and set. And the bunt laid down the first baseline, picked up by Hill. He's not able to pick it up, and the runner will reach off the error by Hill.
Number 15, Taylor Hamada.
Takes us to Taylor Hamada with no outs and runners at first and second. And Walla Walla has turned the machine on as they've earned 3 runs here, as this one will come in for ball one. And yet to have an out yet. Tyner at first, Bergevin at second. And we wait for our first pitch. Here it is. Bunt laid down. This time it's going to go the third base side. Hill with the throw, and Bay will be there. Sack bunt does its job, though, as the runners advance to second and third. And we've got our first out of the inning as Kyron Morris comes to the plate. So 1 out, runners at second and third. Brendan Hill on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Here's the stretch and set. And it's outside for ball 1. So Morris at the plate, Kyron Morris at the plate, Kobe Morris in the on-deck circle. Here's Hill. He's going to throw to third, and the runner's going to step off. Stuck in the middle. Clausen dives. Here's the pickoff, and that'll be 2 away. The runner from second advances to third behind the play. So with 2 outs, there's Tyner at third and a 1-0 count to Kyron Morris. He's 2 for 2, doubled his first at bat, singled his second as Hill will deliver ball 2. Two-0. Swung on. This one's into right field. Frazier will glove it up. The runner from third will tag, and the Bears will add a run to make it 6-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. That takes us to Kobe Morris, the third baseman. And Hill delivers over the plate for strike 1. The throw to first, and Kyron diving back in. We'll go with first names with the Morrises back-to-back. Pitch, a roller, long, not able to get onto it. It's going to go into left field. Richardson will pick it up, and that'll put runners at first and second.
Number 21, Caleb.
With 2 outs. I've got 47 for Woods and 52 for Hill. That's our pitch count for the 2 pitchers as Caleb Effen steps in for Walla Walla. Here's the pitch, and this one's into center field. Johnson's going to come up on it and not able to get to it. Runner comes around the corner. We've got another one, and it'll be Morris to score. The Morris brothers each earn a run for the Bears with 2 outs off the double by Effen. And that'll take us to Elliot Marks.
Number 10, Elliot Marks.
And some of our Little League heroes are in the building as Coach M has come in. Sentinel Spartan golf coach. Here's a swing on Marks for strike 1. 0-1 on the count. Top of the 4th inning. The Bears on top, 8-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 6 runs earned here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is to Stensrud. It goes between his legs. And that'll be picked up by Richardson to put runners on the corners. And they're going to mark that one as an error on Stensrud. And the Mavs now with 3 errors. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here's Hill with the pitch. And it's lifted high over second base. Bay says he's got it. He'll wrap it up, and that will retire the side. 6 runs earned, 2 left behind. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. 8-1, Walla Walla on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA Tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A Tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball Tournaments.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Pep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the fourth inning where the Walla Walla Bears lead the Missoula Mavericks 8-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Mavericks, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters. Bridger Johnson to lead off. Drew Stensrud on deck. And Zach Hangus in the hole. Brody Woods steps up onto the Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And the gate is open down the first base line. It looks like Parker Stevens will be warming up for the Mavericks in the bullpen. Here's Johnson at the plate as Voorhees will clean it off. And we get ready for the bottom of the fourth inning. The Mavericks would overcome errors on Tuesday night to win. They would get a road win with 6 errors in one game. Here's Woods with the delivery upstairs for ball 1. So Johnson struck out his first at-bat. Here's Woods with the 1-0. And Johnson lifts this one into left field. Left fielder backpedals. It's in the glove, and that's 1 away.
Number 5, Drew Stensrud.
We come to the third baseman, Drew Stensrud, with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch by Woods. And it's outside for ball 1. Mark's keeping it in front of him. For Stensrud, it'd be a foul ball fly down the third base line. This one he's going to take over the shortstop's head. It's going to be a shallow hop in front of the left fielder, and the Mavericks will have a runner on with 1 out.
Number 11, Zach Hangus.
Takes us to the first baseman, Zach Hangus. And Parker Stevens in the pen, getting ready when he receives the call. Puts Andrew Clausen in the on-deck circle behind Hangus. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 1. For Hangus, he was struck out his first at-bat. Here's the stretch and set by Woods. And Hangus punches this one high over second. It's going to be shallow over short. It's in the glove, and that will be out number 2.
Number 14, Andrew Clausen.
Brings up Andrew Clausen, the catcher, with two outs. Woods now with the pitch. And this one's foul down the first base line to bring us to strike 1. Oh, 1-1 on the count to Clausen. Clausen struck out his first at-bat. Here's the pitch by Woods, and Clausen fouls this one on the hop down the third base line to bring up strike 2. 0-2 on the count for Clausen. For Woods, 3 1/3 innings, 55 total pitches, 34 of them have been over the plate. Woods checks, Stensrud at first, and now the pitch. Swung on, Clausen fouls this one over our heads, and we stay at 0-2. Dayton Bay in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and nobody on. And that's a strikeout to end the side. So the Mavericks go 1-2-3. It will be the top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we move to the top of the 5th inning where Walla Walla leads the Mavericks 8-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and a new face on the mound as Parker Stevens has moved to the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. So for Brendan Hill, it's 4 innings, 56 pitches, 45 over the plate, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, struck out 2, didn't walk anybody, had 11 hits, and finished with a 11.25 ERA. In addition, we've got Bridger Johnson in left field. Hill has moved to center field, and Trad Richardson's dropped down to third, so Drew Stensrud is out of
Number 22,
the order.
Richmond.
We'll start things off with the number 8 spot batter, the designated hitter, Heston Richmond for the Bears. So Parker Stevens looking to see if he can put the wall up and keep the Bears off the board. And Stevens will deliver a strike on the first pitch. Parker Stevens pitched very well over the weekend at the Dwight Church tournament in Lewiston, as this one swung on for strike 2. And Parker coming on strong through the middle of the season. And talking to players throughout the winter when they were working in the warehouse, Stevens had the hot hand from the pitcher's mound, as this one's delivered outside for ball 1. See what happens when I say nice things? 1-2 on the count. Here's the pitch by Stevens, and this one's reached for. Frazier will have to backpedal. Back, and Frazier drops the ball, and the runner will reach on his way to second as the ball comes in. The tag, and they'll say safe. So it'll be an error on Frazier.
Number 12, Josh Bergeron.
As we go to Josh Bergeman. Runner at second for Walla Walla. No outs, and this is how they went to work in the last inning, the top of the 4th, where they put 6 runs up on the board to take an 8-1 lead. Here's Stevens now with the pitch and a swing for strike 1. Stevens with the nod and the stretch and set. And a check swing. Is Voorhees going to call that a strike? He does, and we go to strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Leadoff batter, or no, the second batter on the inning Here's the pitch. And Stevens, Clausen blocks it in front of him. The runner's going to go to third, and Clausen will not make the throw, and Richmond will stand at third. And no outs. 1 and 2 on the count. For the second baseman, he'll be struck out by Stevens for the first out of the inning.
Number 7, Kyler Tyner.
Takes us to Kyler Tyner, the top of the order for the Bears. And Walla Walla has traveled well. They've got a good concession of fans down that third base line. Here's the pitch by Stevens, and it's cranked foul on the first baseline for strike 1. For Tyner, he's 0 for 3, struck out a bunt and reached off an error his last at bat. Here's the 0-1 by Stevens. This one swung into left field. Johnson tracks it down, finds the glove, and the runner will tag at third as the throw is made. It will not be in time, and that's a run earned off the sac fly with 2 outs.
Number 15, Taylor Hamada.
Takes us to Taylor Hamada with the bases cleared off the sac fly. Here's the pitch to Hamada, and it'll be upstairs for ball 1. Hamada 0 for 2, a sac fly on his, or 2 fly balls, his first 2 at bats, and then a sac bunt as Stevens will deliver ball 2. Back in action on Friday at 12 o'clock. It will be, as this one drops in for ball 3, Centralia and Walla Walla for that first game. Gate is open down the third baseline for the Bears, so they'll warm up an arm as Stevens delivers ball 3, and this one will find the plate to make it 3-1. And Stevens will walk the batter to put a runner back on for the Bears. 2 outs. Top of the 5th as Kyron Morris, the shortstop, comes to the plate. Morris, 3 for 3. He's got a single his second at bat and bookend doubles his first and third. Here's the pitch, and this one's upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 on the count. Stevens delivers, foul ball into the netting, and we'll be even on the count at 1 apiece. Saturday's games will have 3. It'll be the Twins and Walla Walla at 2:30. Missoula Mavericks and the Central Washington Spuds at 2:30, as this one's fouled up over the third base line. As we go 1 and 2 on the count. And then the 7:30 game on Saturday will be the Mavericks and Centralia. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's Stevens with the 1 and 2. And it's swung. It's going to be an awkward ball off the bat. Bay will have it. The throw to first will be in time, and that will end the side. 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and it's 9-1. Walla Walla. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th inning. Missoula Mavericks facing the first 8-run rule game of the day as Walla Walla leads 9-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So the way the tournament works, all games are 7 innings. There's an 8-run rule that applies after the 5th inning. And we do have a new arm up in the in the bullpen, as it'll be the bottom of the order for the Mavericks, Dayton Bay, to lead off the inning. Can't tell, but it looks like that might be Dane Frazier throwing. Nope, it's Trad Richardson throwing in the bullpen for the Mavericks if they make it to the 6th. Here's Woods with the first pitch of the inning, and Bay will swing for strike 1. Dayton Bay with a fly out, his first at-bat. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Klein Voorhees, our plate umpire. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball will be sent over the umpire's head and will stay at 0-2. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Looks as though Trad Richardson's warming up in the bullpen for the Mavericks, as Woods will deliver ball 1. Brody Woods, 61 pitches, 39 of them have been over the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one is off the elbow of Bay, and he'll throw the bat as that one hit that not-so-funny spot on the elbow.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
And that will put a runner. Bay's going to take a moment to stretch that elbow out. That pitch came right off of the elbow. See, it's the shoes. It's the shoes. Uh-huh. So Brendan Hill comes to the plate, top of the order for the Mavericks, as Bay shakes off the elbow. And that one's going to be smart. That one's going to hurt for a little while, coming off the elbow. So Hill settles in. No outs and 1 on. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Voorhees will say that is a strike. So 0-1 to Hill. Hill 1 for 2. Singled his first at-bat and then grounded out his second. Here's the 0-1. And Hill bounces this one out. It's got a funny bounce, but the shortstop gets it anyways. And the fielder's choice will get Hill on as Bay is out. And he's still working that elbow.
Ladies and gentlemen, super fan Maddie Lynn won tonight's pot and donated the entire $121 back to the organization.
So 1 out, 1 on. So with 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 5th, here's Dane Frazier. Woods with the pitch, and Hill's going to go. The throw is made, brought down, and no. It's going to go into center field. Hill will go ahead and try for third. The ball comes in. Hill slides in, and it's going to get away. Hill's going to go ahead and come home. Hill on his way home. The throw is made, and Hill will earn a run for the Mavericks off of the errors. And that's going to bring out so Hill went to steal at second, and he'll have the stolen base at second. The error at third, or at second. We'll send him down the line to third. He'll come home. Off of another error. And the Mavericks wipe out that 8-run rule by Hill. Trad Richardson now waits for his first pitch. It'll be outside for a ball. Pitch, and Frazier will foul it back and get us even at 1 apiece. Frazier 1 for 1, singled his first at bat and then walked his second. He's got 2 and 1 on the count. He'll take a slice. And we'll be at 2 and 2. So the Mavericks looking to swing into the game late here, as they've made it 9-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Frazier looking at a full count at 3 and 2. Here's the payoff, and Frazier with a high shot into left field. Left fielder's tracking it down, finds it in the glove, and that will be out number 2 on the pop fly. We go to Trad Richardson now for the Mavericks, with 2 outs and nobody on. And Richardson will settle in. Here's the pitch. And it's upstairs for a ball. For Richardson, he is 1 for 1. A sac fly his first at bat and then singled his last, as this one swung on for strike 1. Richardson 1 of 3 in that home run club for the Mavericks. He's got 1, as this one comes in over the plate for strike 2. 1 and 2. Frazier and Richardson would pick up their home runs the same night, as this one comes across for ball 1. Makes it 2 and 2 on the count. And Richardson with a check swing, and they're going to say he did not commit. So we'll have a full count at 3 and 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Mavericks earning 1 run to make it 9-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And it's a walk to put Richardson on.
Number 2, Stuart Long.
Takes us to the shortstop, Stuart Long. Long settles in. Woods checks the runner at first. Richardson, they'll throw to first. Richardson dives in. So Stuart Long at the plate puts Bridger Johnson in the on-deck circle. And the throw back to first, forcing Richardson in the dirt. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 1 to Long. Long 1 for 2, singled his first at bat, and then struck out his second. Long settles in, the shortstop for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch, and this one's reached for as it's fouled off to make us even on the count at 1 apiece. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled back to bring up strike 2. 1 and 2 on the count to Long. Richardson at first. Here's the 1 and 2 by Woods. And the throw down the line. Nope. Catcher's going to hold on to it. And we'll go to 2 and 2 on the count. And Elliot Marks, the catcher, will take a moment before he sets back in behind the plate. Woods with the stretch and set. Pitch on the way. And it's outside to give us a full count at 3-2. 2 outs.
Let's go, buddy.
Bridger Johnson in the on-deck circle. And this one's a banger into center field. Richardson will go to second, and Long will be at first with 2 outs.
Let's go, Bridger. We need this run, bud.
Number 10, Bridger Johnson.
So we bring up Bridger Johnson with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Voorhees will clean our plate off. Woods with the stretch and set. He uses that first base side of the rubber as he'll deliver ball 1. For Johnson, he's 0 for 2, struck out his first at bat and had a fly ball in his second. Here's the pitch, and this one's high into the gap. It's got some leg, getting back there, and it's going to drop. That'll bring Richardson home. They'll wave around Long. Johnson's going to make his way to third. The throw is made, and Johnson will slide in. 2 runs earned for the Mavericks off the triple by Johnson.
Number 18, Parker Stevens.
And we go to Parker Stevens now for the Mavericks. Stevens working his way into the lineup since Stensrud is out on the pitching rotation. And it'll be strike 1 to Stevens. 9-4 Walla Walla, and Stevens will send this one foul into the third base bullpen. And we'll have strike 2. So the Mavericks, facing the 8-run rule going into the bottom of the 6th, find 3 runs with 2 outs on the board. Here's Woods with the 0-2. And Stevens takes this one high into left field. Left fielder wraps his glove around it, and that's the side. 3 earned for the Mavericks to make it 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the top of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at world views. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got changes on the 5 Valley Yellow pitcher's mound. Trad Richardson has been put on the rubber. Dane Frazier will move to the third base spot. And Parker Stevens will be in right field for the Mavericks. So Richardson at the 5 Valley Yellow pitcher's mound, Dane Frazier at third, and Parker Stevens in right field. And Richardson would not get an opportunity to pitch until last weekend at the Dwight Church. He would come in and close out a game, get, I believe, a third of an inning on his stats for that game, and then he would get the nod to pitch against the Cannons on Sunday for the win. The gate is open down the third base line, so Walla Walla will work a new arm in the bullpen. It's Kobe Morris to start things off for the Bears, the number 4 spot batter, 4-5-6, due up on the schedule. Here's Richardson with his first pitch, and he'll drop it in for ball 1. One and 0. The stretch and set by Richardson. And this one's punched up high. It's going to get over the netting, and we'll have strike 1 on the foul ball. Young men racing that one down as some of the Maverick players come out to grab it. 1-1 on the count to Kobe Morris. He's 3 for 3, a pair of doubles and a single as this one comes in for ball 2. It's Caleb Effen in the on-deck circle as this one's launched into right field, and Stevens wraps his glove around it, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 21, Caleb Effen.
Brings us to Caleb Effen, the first baseman for the Bears. 1 out, nobody on. Mavericks playing into it. They are down 9-4 to the Bears on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard as this one comes inside for ball 1. Richardson with the pitch, and it's upstairs for 2-0 on the count. Richardson, a veteran on this Maverick team, as this one comes in for strike 1. Pitch and a swing. This one's foul down the third base line, and we'll have 2-2 on the count. 1 out. Richardson, one of 2 players for the Mavericks as this one comes in for ball 3. That was part of the Mavericks playing in the Northwest Regional Championship game 2 years ago. As this one will be rolled out, picked up by Long. The throw to first, Hanga sticks the bag, and that is out number 2.
Number 10, Elliot Marks.
Brings up Elliot Marks for the Bears with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch, and it'll be over the plate as Voorhees will bark out strike 1. For Marks, he's 1 for 3. Ground out, a double, and reached off an error. His last at bat, he'll take a swing here, and we'll have strike 2. 0-2 to Marks. With 2 outs, nobody on, here's Richardson with the 0-2. And it'll bring up ball 1. Gate closed down the third base line, so whoever Walla Walla had warming up is ready whenever the call is made. Here's Richardson with the 1-2. And it's right over the head to make it 2-2 on the count. And Connor Daniels now warming up in the bullpen for the Mavericks. So both bullpens getting worked, and Richardson will strike out the batter for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the 6th inning where Walla Walla leads Missoula 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And the call has been made to the bullpen as there's a fresh pitcher on the mound. That would be Caden McCaw throwing for the warm-up. So for Brody Woods, it'd be 5 innings, 87 pitches, 53 over the plate, 4 runs, all 4 earned. He struck out 5, walked 2 off of 7 hits, and finished with a 5.60 ERA. He did strike 1 batter. Thank you. So with Caden McCaw in, McCaw will come in and he will bat as well. And the DH will be gone. So leading off for the Mavericks will be Zach Hangis, the first baseman. Bottom of the order, 7-8-9 in the bottom of the 6th for the Mavericks. Hangis, Clausen, and Bay. And our Walla Walla catcher, Elliot Marks, taking a moment to check in with McCaw. Connor Daniels warming up in the pen for the Mavericks, looking for the top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch of the inning from the righty, or from the left-hander, I apologize. And it will be outside for ball 1 as Marks is not able to hold on to the pitch. For Hangis, 0 for 2. Struck out his first at-bat, and a fly ball in his second, as this one will come in for ball 1. 1-1 on the count. No, they're going to say ball 2. I apologize. So 3-0 on the count to Hangis after that pitch. Here's the pitch. And that one will make it strike 1. So Voorhees will lift his arm to show the strike call from behind the plate. Here's the 3-1, and Hangis is walked to start the inning for the Mavericks.
Number 14, Andrew Clausen.
Takes us to the catcher, Andrew Clausen, with no outs and a runner at first. The Mavericks looking to move up in runs as they are down 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch outside, and Voorhees is going to call that a strike. Here's the pitch now for McCaw, and that one's across the belly for ball 1 to make an even count at 1 apiece. Klein Voorhees behind the plate with Ray Bidwell in the field. Here's the 1-1, and that one's across the shoulder of Clausen for ball 2, 2-1. Dayton Bay in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with Hangis at first. And Clausen fouls this one off to make us 2-2 on the count. Connor Daniels continuing to work in that bullpen. Here's the 2-2. And Clausen will be struck out on the swing for the first out of the inning. Brings up Dayton Bay for the Mavericks with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Scheduled for 7. as Bay will settle in. Bay back at the plate. He was hit by a pitch right on the elbow, and he had to work that elbow a little bit before the next batter had to go. Here's McCaw with the pitch. And Bay punches this one high. First baseman's racing it down and finds it in the glove. And that will be 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Brings us to the top of the order, Brendan Hill with 2 outs and Hangus at first. Here's the pitch by McCaw, and this one will be fouled off for strike 1. And Hill grabbing his jersey with the bat with the right hand. Here's the 0-1. I've never noticed him do that before. And a shot over the shortstop's head. He'll backpedal, and it will find its way in the glove, and that is the side. Hangus is left behind, and we say 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you going to try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning where Walla Walla leads the Mavericks 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound as Connor Daniels has come in to throw. Trad Richardson will slide back to the third base spot. Dane Frazier is back in right field, and Parker Stevens is done for the evening. For Walla Walla, it'll be Matt McKenzie to lead off. Heston Richmond, or no, actually that'll be the new pitcher in there, so I'll have to make that adjustment. So 7, 8, 9 batters scheduled on the inning for the Bears. So McKenzie. And it will actually be Caden McCaw in that spot, as this one will be upstairs by Daniels for ball 1. Slight breeze here at Lindbergh Craig Field as the check swing will turn into a foul ball to make it 1-1 on the count. Here's the pitch, and this one's punched up high. Bay calls for it, and Bay will have it in the glove for the first out of the inning.
Number 6, Caden McCaw.
Good job, Connor.
Brings up Caden McCaw, the pitcher. So McCaw will have his first at-bat, or plate appearance, I should say, as Daniels will slide in strike 1 for the first pitch for McCaw. Pitch again very quickly is going to be upstairs for the ball. 1-1 on the count. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 2 to McCaw. And that puts the bottom of the order in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch by Daniels, and it'll be inside for ball 3. 3-1 on the count to McCaw. Connor Daniels, the lone lefty at the AA level. This is going to roll out long off of the chest along, and the runner's going to reach off of the air. And the errors stacking up for the Mavericks. Josh Bergevin will come to the plate now for the Bears with 1 out and 1 on. Here's Daniels with the pitch, and he'll deliver low in the zone for ball 1. For the second baseman, he's 1 for 3, as Daniels will deliver in. One and 1. And we'll get ball 2 now. 2-1. Caden McCaw at first with 1 out. Here's the 2-1. And it'll come back inside for ball 3. Bergevin, 1 for 3, a ground out, a single, and struck out his last at bat. Here's the throw to first, forcing McCaw to dive in. So games getting back underway tomorrow at noon, 12 o'clock, first pitch between Centralia and Walla Walla. Here's a foul ball down the first base line to bring up a full count. 3-2. 1 out, McCaw at first. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Bears. Here's another foul ball to keep the batter alive at 3-2. And as that sun sets over the western horizon, it's starting to chill out up here in the press box. Here's the pitch and a foul ball. This one's going to come up high and land about 4 rows below us, and we keep going at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 by Daniels. And it walks the batter to put runners at first and second for the Bears with 1 out.
Number 7, Kyler Tyner.
So that brings up Kyler Tyner with 1 out and runners at first and second. Daniels with a stretch and set. Showing bunt, it's outside for ball 1. And I imagine with a 5-run lead, Walla Walla might want to put some more runs up to put a cushion on for the Mavericks, because with baseball, you never know. Showing bunt once again, and we'll have ball 2. It's all about how the ball bounces in baseball, folks, and you never know what's going to happen. Here's the 2-0. And that will get Daniels in the count as Voorhees will bark out strike. Here's the 2-1 by Daniels. Nope, time is called as Tyner steps out. Hamada in the on-deck circle for Walla Walla with 1 out. Bergevin at first and McCaw at second. And a shot, line drive. Frazier will wrap it up, and the runners will hold at first and second, and that's 2 away.
Number 15, Taylor Hamada.
Takes us to Taylor Hamada with 2 outs. Hamada 0 for 2. Back-to-back fly balls, his first 2 at bat, a sac bunt, and then walked his last at bat. Here's Daniels with the pitch. And lifted into center field. Hill tracks it down and puts it in the glove, and that's the side. 2 left behind, and the Mavericks with some work to do in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch. Your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the bottom of the first inning. Looks like we've got Clayton Frankie in the building with Drew Leonard. Two Maverick legends in the building. And they've got a banner up here. Not quite sure, can't see who's on that banner, but regardless, the Mavericks will have their hot bats to lead off. It'll be Dane Frazier and Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle as Caden McCaw will pitch from the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. 9-4 the Bears on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Frazier looking to roll out here for the Mavericks to start the seventh. McCaw is going to go ahead and tighten up that cap as he gets ready for his first pitch. And McCaw delivers over the plate for strike one for Frazier, I apologize. A single, a walk, and a fly ball. Here's the pitch, and Frazier bounces this one down the third baseline foul to take us to strike two. Frazier now settles in, and the pitch. And that's a strike pitch to start the inning.
Number 13, Brad Richardson.
And that'll be one out. Trad Richardson now for the Mavericks. With one out and nobody on, Richardson 1 for 1. A sac fly, a single, and a walk are his plate appearances. Here's McCaw with the delivery. And it'll be upstairs for ball one. Kind of a weird evening here with high clouds. The sun trying to poke through gives us a kind of off-color light. Here's the pitch, and it's back outside for ball two. 2-0. Richardson settles in with Stuart Long in the on-deck. Here's the pitch, and Richardson lifts this one into the gap. The center fielder is trying to get there, and it's going to be in the glove of the center fielder for out number two.
Number 2, Stuart Long.
We go to Stuart Long, the shortstop for the Mavericks. Two outs and nobody on. The fate of the Mavericks and the bat of Stuart Long. McCaw steps up. And here is the first pitch to Long. It's outside for ball one. Here's the pitch. And back outside for ball two. 2-0 to Long. Long 2 for 3. Single, strikeout, and a single. The stretch and set. Pitch on the way. And we'll have ball 3 3-0. Bridger Johnson in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-0. And it's a walk for Long to put a runner on for the Mavericks as Bridger Johnson comes to the plate. And Thomas Martin in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Martin would go down on Tuesday with a back injury. Didn't play the second game. So good to see him with the stick in his hand. And an outside pitch, the throw down the line, and Long will jump back in. And we'll have strike one. Here's the 0-1. And it's upstairs for ball one. 1-1 on the count. Two outs. Long at first. Here's the 1-1. And it's inside for ball two. 2-1 on the count to Johnson. Johnson 1 for 3, a strikeout, a fly ball, and a triple his last at bat. As this one will come inside to make it 3-1 on the count. So the Mavericks back in action tomorrow night at 7:30 against the Twins. The first game of the tournament or the day will be at noon as Johnson will get one on into left field, and it'll be runners at first and second for the Mavericks with two outs as Thomas Martin comes to the plate. Now Martin with a back injury after his play on Tuesday. He'll settle in and hit in the spot for Parker Stevens. And Martin had a great weekend at the Lewis and Clark tournament as he's going to take a swing for strike one. And after that swing, he doesn't look too bad with that back injury. So he'll settle back in with the 0-1. Here's the stretch and set by McCaw. And a ball pitch will make it even at 1 on the count. Two outs, Johnson at first and Long at second. Mavericks game in the stick of Martin. Here's the pitch by McCaw. And Martin will place this one high into right field. Their glove wraps around it, and that is game. So the Mavericks will fall 9-4 to the Bears. The Bears with 9 runs off 11 hits, 2 errors, and 8 runners left behind. For the Mavericks, it would be 4 runs off of 8 hits, 5 errors, and 8 runners left behind. MPSN will be back on tomorrow morning at noon. Centralia versus Walla Walla. 2:30 is Central Washington and Walla Walla. 5 o'clock is Central Washington and the Twins. And then the nightcap, Missoula Mavericks and the Twins. So the Mavericks will fall in the first game of the tournament to the Bears, 9-4. We'll talk to you folks tomorrow at noon. Have a good night.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.